And good evening, everyone. We are in game 2 of the 162-2025 Mariners season, where the Mariners are going to play the Athletics. And the Mariners are just coming off of a come-from-behind victory where they were down 2-1 until the late heroics of Randy Arozarena with a slamming bat and flashy celebration of a home run, and Jorge Polanco with his go-ahead 2-run home run to save the Mariners, and the Mariners would come away with a 4-2 victory. And now we're about to start our game. In the next 10 minutes, we've got on the mound, we got, trying to see who the pitchers are. We got Jeffrey Springs against Luis Castillo. Now, who is this Jeffrey Springs guy? I'm not even sure. And while I'm looking it up, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And also, we are doing a daily goal. At every single game goal, we're going to do a goal of $50 of donations. Yesterday, I did about half, did about $25. Let's get to 50 this time, because that will be one of the ways to help me get to the 100 game goal. Right now, my magic number is 98 after this game. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell if I sound any a little bit better, but I don't. Yeah, you can tell that I'm still sick, but yet I am still fighting it. Still doing this. Everyone's telling me that I should rest, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, so I'd rather fight. Makes me think of the Michael Jordan flu game where he played through that nasty flu. So yeah, Jeffrey Springs was a kind of a starting pitcher in 2024. Didn't really play much, but he had a 3.27 ERA, 37 strikeouts to 11 walk ratio. He was 2-2 in 7 starts. So I still expect this to be a challenge, and on the mound today is going to be Luis Castillo, and the biggest question is he going to give up that initial home run he usually does? And looking at his stats, last season he was 11-12 with a 3.64 ERA, 175 strikeouts to 47 walks. So he kind of had quite a down season compared to his last 2 seasons with the Mariners. Like 1.5. 2023, he was 14-9 with a 3.34 ERA, went above 200 strikeouts. And in 2022, he was just unbelievable with the Mariners, went 4-2 with 77 strikeouts and 17 walks. So he had a fantastic season in 2022. And he was also an all-star. Got comments coming in. Got Paul Hahn saying, go Mariners. Yep, go Mariners. And let's hoping to get some more engagement. Would like to get as many fans as possible because the engagement comes before any of those donations that I talked about. But yeah, the goal is 50. Yesterday was 25. Let's see if we can do any better, as this game will start in about 6 minutes. And do I have any special clips to show? Don't really have much. Yeah, I pretty much don't. But yep, still another 5 minutes left now. So going back to yesterday, it was Logan Gilbert who pitched extremely well. But the part that really bothered me was when Dan Wilson, Dan freaking Wilson had to pull out Logan Gilbert after just 83 pitches, which I heavily disagreed with. And next thing you know, Trent Thornton immediately just gives up a home run right off the bat. So that's why I'm very concerned. And they're showing the time lapse of the game. Very interesting. And people are leaving. Okay, time lapse, cool. 3 people in so far. Let's get those engagements going. Let's keep chatting it up, because we got a game to follow. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Athletics. Athletics are now they're in Sacramento, but they are considered not even their own home. Like Jeff Fisher won't even acknowledge Sacramento as a home for himself, because he's waiting for Vegas to happen. It's a lot of question marks on the feasibility of making that stadium happen, because what if Vegas somehow doesn't work out? And if it doesn't work out, where are they going to stay? Do they go back to Oakland in such a garbage dump of a stadium? I don't know. Let me look up and see what's going on. Athletics Vegas Stadium. I don't think it has even broken ground yet. It looks like it hasn't even broke ground yet. The breaking ground is planned for 2025, and it's planning to open in 2028. And they're showing Cal Raleigh with his Gold Glove awards. Construction cost is $1.7 billion. The architect is the Engels Group. So that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, nothing has broken ground quite yet. The financing was estimated stadium cost was $1.5 billion. 380 will come from public funds. Rest from coming from the private sector. Wow. The Athletics hired investment firm to raise $500 million for the ballpark. Yeah. Only Howard Schultz came up with a way to raise money for a stadium that way too, rather than asking the state for majority funds. He only was willing to put in $18 million. I mean, it was a bad stadium deal. Really was a bad deal. Yeah, I still have the mucus all still piling in. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I mean, if you guys aren't watching my show, then I really won't blame you for it. But after this game, I'm going to do my cuts, and then I'm done after that. The game's about to start in about 3 minutes. Maybe I should have started the game at 6:35 instead, because what's to talk about for 10 minutes, especially if I don't even have anyone on the show right now. Gonna have Steve on Sunday, and yesterday I had the urinating tree yesterday, so that was a really cool experience. But now 2 minutes left until this game is about to start. And let me see what games I'm going to be able to do in the next coming week. I want to see where I'm at. So into game 10, let's see where I will be at. Because right now I'm on pace to get 99 games in. After the first week, I'll be at 6 out of 10. And 6 out of 10 would definitely put me in a good pace to get me to 100 game goal. Alexa, what's 100 divided by 162?
100 divided by 162 is approximately 0.6173.
So yeah, I'm basically on par with that pace if I go 6 out of 10. But yeah, here are the games I'm looking to do. Tomorrow I won't be able to be there because I'll be at the Don't Quit Your Day Job unless I'm completely still sick. And then we got the game on Sunday, which I'm going to be there. Monday, I'm planning to be there against the Tigers. So I'm going to take 2 of 3 of those. And then the Giants, unfortunately, I'm going to miss 2 of those games. So I will only be available for that Sunday game. So only 6 out of 10 games I will be able to do. So it's going to be a challenge on how to make this scheduling work. Projected wise, I should be able to get more games in during the summertime, but I can't guarantee anything. And now we got Luis Castillo, 11 and 12, and it looks like we're about to have that first pitch brought to you by SeatGeek. And now here is the first pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and Randy Arozarena is going to be there to make the catch. And now we've got one down. Defensive alignments got Randy Arozarena, Julio Rodriguez, Victor Robles in the outfield. We got Polanco third base, Crawford shortstop, second base Dylan Moore, first base Solano, Castillo, and Garver Garver is actually the backup catcher. He's not going to be the DH. Going to be more a backup catcher. The pitch. And here's a fly ball to deep right field. Belted. And now Robles makes the catch right at the wall. And now we've got 2 outs. Really thought that was going to be out. But Marine Layer screwed over Brett Rooker. And look at that smile on that face by Victor Robles. Man. Yeah, I'm not 100%. Obviously not. Now we got JJ Bleday, one of the other core members of the A's. The pitch inside for a ball. It's very interesting that the A's are no longer in Oakland. Last time they were not in Oakland was when they were the Kansas City A's, got moved to Oakland, and now look where they are. And now the pitch outside for a ball. Doesn't even say what the count really is. Doesn't really stay updated very well. Bleday had 20 home runs last season. Now the pitch. And that's a foul ball. Man, where's that scoreboard? Camera's pointing to Logan Gilbert, saying that he had a really good game yesterday. He should have got the win. But why did Dan Wilson pull him out after just 83 pitches? Made absolutely no sense. Now we're looking at the 2-1 with 2 outs. Now the pitch. And it's a foul ball again for strike 2. As we are looking at the 2-2 count. And now the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. We got a 3-2 full count. JJ Bleday working on the full count. He's hoping to get that walk. And if that walk does happen, I will do the he gets on base Moneyball scene. And now the pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
He did get on base. And now you got a man on first. So there goes that perfect game already. And now next up to the bat is going to be Shea Langoliers, one of their catchers for the team. Shea Langoliers is batting .224 with 29 home runs and 80 RBIs from last season. We'll look at his numbers from last season. There's the pitch. Ground ball foul. Shea Langoliers last season had 20. Oh, he's been mostly in Oakland A throughout his entire career. Actually, pretty much has been. His first season was in 2022, and now he's one of the core pieces for the future for the A's, and they could be a contender of the future. As we're looking at the 0-1 and now the pitch. Low for a ball, 1-1. Luis Castillo, 5 straight quality starts versus the Athletics, has a 4-0 record, so he does match up very well against the A's. But note that this is a much different A's team, as we are looking at the 1-1 and now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now at 11 pitches. And hoping to get out of this inning. Luis Castillo is ahead of the count. And he is set. Langoliers is ready. And now here's Castillo. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Up high for a ball. And Mitch Garver looks like he did tell him to pitch that ball. And now we're going to try it again. It's now at 2-2. Castillo at 2-2. And now the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2. Castillo is struggling to find that strike zone. I guess he just wants to avoid giving up a home run. And Soderstrom is up on deck, and he is the one who hit 2 home runs in that game yesterday against the A's. Almost carried the team to a victory until Rosarena ruined it. And now the 3-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. And that was right in the strike zone. And Bleday was actually taken off. And runners can obviously take off because we're at a 3-2 count. So obviously runner can take off. Nothing much to lose. Camera panning to Jorge Polanco and Randy Arozarena, the 2 heroes from yesterday. As we're looking at the 3-2. And now the pitch. And that is outside for ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And now we got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Castillo has a fastball, slider, sinker, and a changeup. Doesn't have a curveball, huh? Got the slider and the sinker. Those are his 2 breaking pitches. His hitters do better against the changeup. And now we got, what's his name? Soderstrom. Soderstrom had 2 home runs last night. And now the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. That barely hit the strike zone. I don't even think it did hit the strike zone. It was just outside the strike zone. Now we're looking at the 0-1. And now the pitch. And that is going to miss it for a ball. Tyler Soderstrom from last season hit 9 home runs in 61 games, so he was showcasing his potential. He batted 2 for 3 last night. He could be the first baseman of the future. And now the 1-1. Now here's a ground ball right to Donovan Solano. Toss over to Castillo. And that is in time. And that's going to retire the side. Mariners get out of a jam. And it's still a no-score affair.
SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.
Thank you very much for using that SeatGeek promo code. I saw that 4 of you guys used it in the last 24 hours, so shout out to you guys for using it. Hopefully you're at the game right now. Hope you're getting the most enjoyment as much as you can. But right now, all I care about is I want some chatters in there, in that chat box, so I can get some more engagement. They're showing the Blue Moon commercial right now. Now they're showing a T-Mobile commercial. Gotta get that scoreboard down there. I have 6 people. Where are you guys? I'm not asking for a donation. I'm just asking you to just chat. And now it looks like we are back from the break. We got Victor Robles, the leadoff hitter. And let's look at the lineups for the Mariners. We got Victor Robles, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh as DH, Randy Arozarena, Mitch Garver, Donovan Solano, Jorge Polanco, Donovan Solano, Dylan Moore, and J.P. Crawford. Looks like they're going with that lefty-righty matchup, which I really don't care about lefty-righties because, I mean, Jeffrey Springs is a lefty. Now here's Victor Robles, and now the pitch. And that's going to miss it for a ball. That was up high for a ball, that was. 1-0 count for Victor Robles. He's ahead of the count already. Victor Robles, who played very well last year, trying to make that momentum into this season, and that's going to be in there for a strike. We got a 1-1 count on Victor Robles. Last season, he batted .307 with 4 home runs and 28 RBIs with an .814 OPS. He was easily the most efficient player on the Mariners on the offensive side. Now the 1-1. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And I do want to look at his strikeout to walk ratio from last season. It was, didn't really say what it was. And now the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Horrible swing by Victor Robles. And now we got 1 out already. And up next is Julio Rodriguez. Victor Robles struck out 44 times and he walked just 16 times, but he made it up with 30 stolen bases. Jeffrey Springs 2-2 with a 3.27. Former Tampa Bay Ray. And now we've got the next pitch to Julio Rodriguez. and that's going to be up high for a ball. Julio Rodriguez, who struggled last season, is looking to bounce back. Although he had a really red-hot September, it was too little too late, unfortunately. 20 home runs last season. Career low. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that was just literally right down the middle. That was a meatball pitch right there. And now we've got a 1-1 count on Julio Rodriguez. Julio looking to have a much better season than he did last season. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, right down the middle. Strike 2. I have my concerns on Julio Rodriguez right now. He's working on a 1-2 count. He's been whiffing at really easy pitches. And they were in the high velocities of the 90s. Not really high, but here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 was literally right down the middle. Strike 3, and now we've got 2 outs for the Mariners. Yeah, not good for Julio Rodriguez right there. Now here is Cal Raleigh's on the right-handed side, and that is going to be inside for a ball. Last season, Mariners were the worst team against lefties. And now the 1-0 pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-0. And we're going to try this again, 2-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It's going to be really hard to see the Mariners do anything with the way that they're playing. 2 strikeouts in a row. He's batting .220 from last season, 34 home runs, and 100 RBIs. Now the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be a strike 2. That was right down the middle. As we're looking at 2-2 for the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2 the full count. Randy Rosarena up on deck. He will be the batter if Cal Raleigh can prolong the inning. As we have 2 outs, 3-2. He is stuck. And now the 3-2 pitch. Up high for ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And now next up to bat is going to be Randy Rosarena, who tied the game yesterday with that insane home run that nearly got to the upper deck. Last season, he batted .219 with 20 home runs and 60 RBIs. But Randy Rosarena, that was more of a down season. They called him the carbon copy of Julio. He's got to do better. The pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Randy Rosarena's numbers from last season was quite disappointing compared to his 2023 season. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 2. In 2023, he was a .254 hitter, 23 home runs and 83 RBIs. So this was that's why it was considered a down season for Randy Rosarena. He strikes out a lot too. He hardly ever walks. First career opening day home run for Randy Rosarena last night, as we are looking at the 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. And now here's a fly ball right to center field. Easily playable. And he makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the second inning. Still no score between the Mariners and the Athletics.
SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description, and thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut.
Yep, go with your own gut. And it looks like we're getting close to the end of the break. It's going to be top of the second. Wonder who the hitters are going to be. It's going to be Seth Brown, Urshela, and Max Muncy. Those are going to be the hitters. So the A's have gone through their lineup just a bit, already more than halfway done. I hate to say it, can't wait for this game to be over because I feel like absolute garbage, but still fighting for it. Still fighting through it. And we are back from the break. So far, no runs and no hits so far between the two teams. Mariners donning in their Trident True colors. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. As we are looking at a 1-0 count. Castillo has been struggling to find that strike zone quite a bit. And now the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. Castillo he's been splitting his strikes. Now he's pitched more balls than strikes. So he's not pitching great at all. 2-0 count and the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Solano. Tossed over the first, and that is in time and we get one out. Camera showing Dan Wilson and Pete Woodworth. Pete Woodworth, the longtime pitching coach, and Dan Wilson, first full year as a manager for the Mariners. Gio Urshela, as we are at the top of the second, the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. As we are looking at the 0-1 count. As we are looking at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be a 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul back, strike two. As we are looking at the 1-2 for Castillo, and now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Oops. Sorry. Excuse me. Like, as soon as I'm done cutting the video after this game, I am going straight to sleep. And now the 1-2. Here's a ground ball, and that gets right through for a base hit. Went right through Dylan Moore. And now we got a man on first base. That is the first hit recorded in this baseball game, done by the A's. Can't even call them the Sacramento A's because they don't want to be called Sacramento. What a shame. Now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. As we're looking at the 1-0 count, that is for Max Muncy. Max Muncy was 0 for 3 last night with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He struggled yesterday. Just got that contract extension, and now the 1-0 pitch. And that is going to be inside for a ball, 2-0. Castillo once again struggling to find that strike zone. As we're looking at the 2-0 for the La Piedra. And now the pitch. And that's going to be right in there for a strike. 2-1 to count. Game 2 of 162. I am 2 of 2 so far. It's going to be 3 of 4 by the end of the series for me, so I'll be well on pace. But I got to find ways to make up ground after next week's games. The 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And that's going to be a 3-1 count. And Castillo really is struggling to find that strike zone. He's already at 30 pitches, and the second inning's not even halfway done. So I think the bullpen's going to be quite busy today, which is why I wanted Logan Gilbert to pitch a little bit more, just one more inning, as we're looking at the 3-1, and now the pitch. Here's a ground ball. Could be a double play ball. Throw to second and throw to first. And that is not in time. Max Muncy is safe at first base. At least it looked a little bit promising. It was well fielded by J.P. Crawford. I wonder if they're going to challenge the call. I think he has him beat.
Like he just gets there in time. It's a good shot, clearly safe.
Nothing to challenge. It'll be Jacob Wilson who is up to the plate. Done by fielder's choice. 2 outs so far.
Jacob Wilson, the number 9.
And now the pitch. Here's a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Throw to first. And that is in time to retire the side, get out of another jam. And we go into the bottom of the second. Still no score, but the A's did get a hit. Freeze says, A's Park is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because at the AAA stadium, as they are small. I mean, have you been to a minor league stadium, Freeze? I'd be curious about that because I have several times. But hold on, let me play this commercial.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you would like some home improvement projects, give that guy a call. And the link will be in description and the contact information as he does exterior projects. Yeah, the one here has no outfield seats of anything, like 7-Eleven bus stops. Yeah, Tacoma. Except I don't really like the Tacoma games. That's where usually all the rejects play. I like Everett the best. Everett is my most favorite. And now we are back from the break. Now we got Mitch Garver up to the plate. And now here is a liner right to third base. And the throw to first in time. And now we got one down. And now the pitch right to Jorge Polanco, as he was the hero from yesterday. It almost seems like he's already redeemed himself for this season, but still a ways to go, as he does have a lot to make up for from last season. But luckily, this is a new season for him. The pitch, and that is low for a ball. 1-1 to count. And now we're looking at the 1-1, and here it is. Now here's a fly ball and fouled, hooking foul. gave me a little scare. It looked like it gave me a little bit of hope that it was going to be. As we're looking at the 1 and 2 so far for Jorge Polanco. And now the pitch. And that is going to be strike 3 called. And Jorge Polanco not happy with the call. And that's going to be strike 3. I guess he wants that ABS system. And let's see how close it really was. Doesn't really show because Root Sports kind of sucks at their job, you know. As we are looking at Donovan Solano. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. As we're looking at 1-0 for Donovan Solano, the newly acquired Mariner. He was the free agent signing. Pretty disappointing when your free agent signing, your marquee free agent signing is Donovan Solano. Makes absolutely no sense. Oh, look, got some comments. Wasn't even paying attention. Downtown Boss Cat. I like that you're the only stream that actually talked about the game itself and the plays. The other ones are talking about jerseys and just updating a picture. Yeah, I think that's I know who the channel is, but I'm not gonna do it. Are you watching on Rooftops TV? You mean Rooftops Root Sports? Yep, I am on this tablet right here. And now the pitch. And that's gonna be a foul ball, strike 2. Yeah, I've tried. I just hope the other guys don't do it, because if I saw Mariners Mojo, Marine Lair, Couch GM doing these play-by-plays, I'd be kind of screwed. 2-2 for Donovan Solano. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. It is still no score, and the strikeouts seem to have not been fixed, even under Mariners catcher Dan Wilson. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you.
Well, and here I am. Thank you for all the chatters that are going on. Let's keep it going. And once again, thank you, Downtown Boycott. I really do appreciate your comments. Still on commercial break at the moment. Had a long day, but luckily in the middle of the day, I was able to nap for 3 hours, which was really needed because I am still really sick. And yet here I am, still trying to fight it through. Man, Paul, I don't really know anyone that day trades. He asked that question yesterday. I don't. Do you day trade, Paul? Paul Hyung? I have to call you Hyung because you're Korean. Older brother from another mother. Tell me about the swing trading. Wonder how my stocks did today. Didn't even pay attention. I haven't paid attention since everything's been crashing. I mean, I remember I used to watch it every single day last year, and now this year, it's not been good. They've been saying the tariffs have been causing the problems. You would hope that it's all just a correction. But right now, I don't know. I have been losing money for sure. And we got a swing and a miss to Lawrence Butler, and that's going to be strike 1. 33 pitches for Castillo. He was able to make up for the inflated amount of pitches in the last inning with the 2 ground outs. And now the 0-1. And that is up high for a ball. 1-1 the count. We got Springs with 4 strikeouts already. Castillo hasn't even struck out a player. Now here's a ground ball right to JP Crawford. Easy play. Throw to first in time. Nobody's, I mean, let's face it, Paul, or Hyung. No one's profitable right now in the day trading. It's not even worth doing a day trade. I mean, I can see why people do it because there are stocks out there that go from here and then down to here. So people are willing to play that game. So yeah, sounds like a good time to buy. Yeah, if you have extra money just floating around, you're just messing around. Yeah, I would definitely load up if you can, but if you're just on a thread, then probably not. Now the pitch. And that is going to be outside for a ball. That is to Brent Rooker. He is 0 for 4 throughout this entire season. He has struggled throughout this series. And now the pitch to Brent Rooker. Foul ball off the foot, and that's going to be strike one. Last season, batted .293, 39 homers, and 112 RBIs. As we are looking at the 0-1 count for Brent Rooker in the pitch. And that's going to be an 0-2. I guess that ball never really happened. I guess it was a no pitch. 0-2 the count. It's actually 1-2. Excuse me. As we're looking at the 1-2 for Brent Rooker. And now the 1-2 pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be a 2-2 count on Brent Rooker. Luis Castillo, the pitcher. And speak of buying, I appreciate Freeze for buying into my membership channel. And the 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yep, he did go. That's going to be strike three. And that's the first strikeout for Brent Rooker. And now we've got 2 outs. Next up to the plate is going to be JJ Bleday. Yep, he definitely went around. No doubt about it. 2 outs so far. And now the pitch. And that's going to be right in there for a strike for JJ Bleday. And the pitch again. Swing and a miss. And that is a strike. And that's going to be 0-1 so far. As we are looking at the 0-2 for JJ Bleday. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That nearly hit him. And that's going to be 1-2. As we're looking at 1-2 for JJ Bleday. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. That's going to be a 2-2 count. Castillo's been struggling with his command. He's at 44 pitches. I really do think this is going to be a little bit of a bullpen day, especially with that pace of pitching. Logan Gilbert was even more efficient than this. And now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that's going to retire the side. 2 strikeouts for Luis Castillo in this inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It is still no score. Due up will be Dylan Moore, J.P. Crawford, and Victor Robles. See if I have any other funny videos to show you. Well, since most of you are here, I do have a video of me collapsing on myself at a minor league baseball game. Check it out.
Changes unannounced by the Spokane Indians. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball right field. Deep. Down the line. Into the corner. It is gone!
I was the idiot that slipped and fell. Word of advice for fielders trying to catch a fly ball: never take one step in. When in doubt, take one step back.
Yep, that's what happened. It was really embarrassing. Now they're showing commercials. And I'm sniffling the F out. Hold on. I'm going to need some nose drops. And yep, listen to the Nightbot says, donate to my channel. Support it. Super Chats or Venmo. It is right there on the links. Whether it's $1 or $20. Someone did $20 yesterday, and I really did appreciate that. Hoping to break the $25 today. Goal is 50. So let's make it happen to all. Eugenio Suarez just hit a home run. Got that on my notification. He's on my fantasy baseball team. And now here's Dylan Moore up to the plate. And that is outside for a ball. I wonder which pitchers I can drop. I want to put some A's players on there. And now the pitch to Dylan Moore. Fouled back, and that's going to be a strike one. I'm currently barely in the lead. And now the 1-1 pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the first baseman. Will not get there. And that's going to be in time to get Dylan Moore out of there. And that's going to be one out. Mariners have yet to record a hit this game. Gino Suarez with already 2 home runs this season. Seems to have those good starts. As we are looking at bottom of the third, got J.P. Crawford. He was once the leadoff hitter from last season, but because of the good play from Victor Robles, he did not get it. Now he's bottom of the lineup. As we are looking at the bottom third, the pitch to J.P., and that's going to be outside for a ball. J.P. Crawford absolutely struggled last year, 202 with 9 home runs and 37 RBIs. He needs to improve that, or else he will not be on the team anymore. The 1-0, and that is going to be a foul ball, and that's going to be a 1-1 count on J.P. Crawford. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to take a huge break as we are looking at the 1-1 to J.P. Crawford by Jeffrey Springs. And now the 1-1 pitch. Low for a ball. That is going to be 2-1 for J.P. Crawford. He's actually ahead of the count this time. As we're looking at 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Up high for a ball. 3-1 the count for J.P. Crawford. Now we're looking at 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field and fouled. You got to hate those. He literally missed it by not so much. I wonder how many strikeouts the Mariners had after, how many prevented home runs by foul balls are there? As we're looking at the 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to go anywhere. I think that's Lawrence Butler. And he makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 outs. J-Rod Squad, sections 102 to 104 in center field. Not even worth it. You're not going to even have the access to the Jumbotron screen, so I wouldn't do it. But there's a bobblehead night coming up for Julio Rodriguez, as if I think it's already been going on. And now here is Victor Robles. Now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to the first baseman. He will go there. And that's going to retire the side for an easy 1-2-3 inning for the A's. And we go to the top of the 4th inning. Absolutely still no score. And this game has been breezing along real quickly.
SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.
just want this game to end already. Ugh. Here's Langoliers in the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. Ground ball and foul. 45 pitches for Castillo. Actually pitching a little bit more efficient this time around. Earlier, he struggled just a little bit. As we are looking at the 0-2. And now the pitch. Up high for a ball. That's going to be a 1-2 count on Shea Langoliers. Career highs last season, 29 home runs and 80 RBIs for Shea Langoliers. Now the pitch. Foul ball and still strike 2. Still fighting it off the best he can. As we're looking at the 1-2 for La Piedra, the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Polanco. Throw to first. And barely in time. And that's going to be an out for Shea Langoliers. And that's going to be 1 out. Now we got next up to the plate. It's going to be Tyler Soderstrom, the guy who hit 2 home runs yesterday. Hasn't hit a home run yet, but he just might. I think he might be due, especially the way Luis Castillo pitches, as he does get a strike. So it'll be an 0-1 count. The pitch, ground ball and foul. That's going to be already an 0-2. Tyler Soderstrom's batting .233 from last season. 2 home runs last night. Can he do a third one today? And now the 0-2. Inside for a ball, 1-2. As we're looking at the 1-2. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. As we're looking at 1-2 for Soderstrom. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Two and 2 count. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-2. Now Castillo struggling to find that strike zone. Three and 2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Soderstrom. And that's going to be 2 outs. Better innings. Better last few innings for Luis Castillo. And now we've got the next hitter up to the plate. His name is Seth Brown. Now I want to see how my fantasy baseball team is doing. And now the pitch. Inside that. Oh, I think that did get him, and he gets a free base to first base, and up goes to first base is Seth Brown.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
He unfortunately does. Now I'm really curious what my temperature is. I'm going to get a check on that when I'm playing my commercials. Next player we've got is Urshela. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we got 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Down to that final strike for this inning. Let's get this out, Luis Castillo. You're at 60 pitches. You've got to figure it out. I don't want you blowing up your pitches and putting a strain on our bullpen. Now we are looking at 0-2. And the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball foul. Looking at the injury report, here it is. Hunter Cranton. He is estimated to come back soon. Taylor Dollard, but he's not really much. Troy Taylor's April 11th. George Kirby, April 16th. And Matt Brash, May 2nd is the earliest ETA. Usually it's pretty inaccurate, to be honest with you. As we're looking at the 0-2. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1-2 the count on Urshela. Looking at 1-2 for the Urshela. And now the pitch. Low for a ball, just missed it. And that's going to be 2-2 on Urshela against Castillo. Castillo was last year's opening day starter. Same with 2023, but now he became the number 2 starter. I think he would have been number 3 if George Kirby had been healthy. And now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. Luis Castillo now has 3 strikeouts. He's been pitching a little bit better as it has been progressing. Next up is Julio Rodriguez, I would think. And now I'm going to... I gotta play a commercial.
SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description. And thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut.
Doesn't even know. I guess I'll get the batteries later in other due time after this inning. Maybe this battery will still have some juice. And we are back from the break. Got Julio Rodriguez up to the plate and the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Don't even know what. It's going to be a ball. 1-0 to count on Julio Rodriguez. And now the pitch. It's going to be a 1-1 to count. Now the next pitch, and here it is. Foul ball. That's going to be strike 2 on Julio Rodriguez. Now we're looking at 1-2. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. What kind of swing was that? Strike 3. And now we've got one out. That was an atrocious swing by Julio Rodriguez. The guy is all about his flashiness and Instagram brand rather than his actual game. He sure has a verbal and social media game, but not sure if he has an actual baseball game, unfortunately. Now the pitch to Cal Raleigh. Inside, that nearly got him, and that is going to be strike, or that's going to be inside for a ball. Excuse me. He walked in the first inning, at least got on base, but Mariners haven't really gotten anything going. The pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to second base, throw to first, and that's going to be in time, and that's going to be 2 outs already for the Mariners. And now it's going to be up to Randy Arozarena to try to just get anything going for this offense, because this offense is just absolutely atrocious. Not even one hit so far for the Mariners. I mean, this is where the cheapness of the ownership, it's already been taking effect. You can't just go into the season just going cheap and think that something's going to magically work out. And now here's Randy Arozarena, and that is going to be a strike. Now the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be outside for a ball. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 2. And now we're looking at 1-2. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. 2-2 already for Randy Arozarena. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. The A's have now gotten, how many strikeouts have they gotten? 5 strikeouts by Springs, and now I'm in disgust. I got to go to the bathroom.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Well, I'm back. Gonna check my temperature right now because fortunately just not feeling well. All right, let's take a look. 99. That is not good. Yeah, I'm clearly out of condition. Ugh, 99 degrees. Did not need to hear that. Yeah, I'm barely above normal. Alexa, what's considered normal body temperature? We got a grounder right to Jorge Polanco, throw to first in time.
Normal body temperature typically ranges from 90.
So I'm still considered normal.
Fahrenheit to 99.1 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's crazy. If it was COVID season, I would have been sent home. I'm at 98.9. Honestly, I think this is even worse than yesterday. But my nose isn't running as bad. Now I'm just having the shivers. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. Crazy thing is, when I was going to school, man, even if I was sick, I was still going to school. I was still fighting. And now the 0-1. And that's going to be low for a ball, 1-1. Jacob Wilson. And now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. I think it was a foul tip. That's going to be strike 2. Got 8 people in here. Where are you guys? Chat away. To be fair, the game is not really much to engage because it's a garbage game so far. As we're looking at 1 and 2 for Luis Castillo. And now the pitch. And here's a ground ball right to Donovan Solano. Easy play. And that's going to be out. Getting close to 70 pitches is Luis Castillo. I think I'm going to have a little snack. A little bit hungry. Not going to have dinner because I don't want to over bloat myself. What can I have? All I've got is cookies and sugar and deadly things. And we'll just have this bar. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Having one of these guys. As we're looking at 0-1 and now the pitch. Outside for a ball. As we're looking at 1-1 and now the pitch. Up high for a ball, 2-1. Two-one pitch. And now here's a line drive right to center field. And Julio gets off the wall. And now Lawrence Butler's going to go to second base. Has a chance to go to third base. Nope. Going to stay at second base with a 2-out double. And now you got a runner in scoring position. This is where I feel a little bit nervous. Didn't really like the lackluster effort from Julio Rodriguez, to be honest with you. As we're looking at the next player, it's going to be Brent Rooker. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. 1-1 the count. As we're looking at 1-1 on Brent Rooker. And now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and here's a fly ball drilled to left center field. And here is Julio. And does he make the catch? No, he does not. And that is out of there for a 2-run home run by Brent Rooker. And now it's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. And that is exactly what I was fearing is Luis Castillo tends to give up those 2-run home runs or any of those kind of random home runs, even when he's pitching well. And now it is a 2-0 ball game. You don't see my Mariners jersey in the background, huh? Want me to fix it for you? Yeah, it really does suck. And Julio, I don't like his lackluster effort. I just don't. And that's going to be a foul ball. Brent Rooker got out of his slump. A little bit of a slump. Now it's 2-0. As we're looking at the 0-1. And now the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. Mr. Paul Hyung, I will fix it after this inning. As we're looking at a 1-1. And now the pitch. Ground ball and foul. This game just disgusts me. It disgusts me very much that Mariners are down 2-0. And you know, like when the Mariners are down 2-0, you feel that the game is absolutely over. But still got 4 innings. So we got 1 and 2 so far on JJ Bleday. And now the pitch. That's just going to be missing it for 2-2 count. And the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2. And we're looking at 3-2 for JJ Bleday and the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. After this inning, after Randy Arozarena, it's going to be Mitch Garver, Jorge Polanco, and Donovan Solano, who have also done absolutely nothing. And now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Throw to first. And it's in time. That will retire the side, but Brent Rooker hits a 2-run home run to give the A's a 2-0 lead. And now I'm going to play.
Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you.
All right, there's my Mariners jersey. I don't know if it's really that much visible, but it's Julio Rodriguez. I did that just for you, Hyung. And we are back from the break. Let's get some runs, Mariners. Yes, please. You can't even blame this on Castillo. Although he's been struggling, he's still made up for it. It's just the offense is just doing absolutely nothing. There's a sad reality that you have to basically play perfect baseball. It's absolutely sickening. Now we got Mitch Garver up to the plate. Question is, can he bounce back from his 2024 season? And now the pitch. Now here's a liner, and that's going to be a base hit. And Mitch Garver puts the Mariners on the hitting board to give them the first hit of the game for the Mariners. And now next up to the plate is going to be Jorge Polanco, the hero of yesterday's game. It was a nice little liner by Mitch Garver. Gets it right to center field. We got a long ways to go. Jorge Polanco's going to be batting from the right side because it's a lefty pitching. Mariners do terrible against lefties. Now here's Jorge Polanco. And the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Now we're looking at 0-1. Jeffrey Springs' last time out was 9 strikeouts, and that's going to be, yep, he swung at it. Yeah, let's keep it going. Yeah, Polanco doesn't strike out. It's going to be Springs, who has now 6 strikeouts, versus Castillo, who's only had 4 strikeouts. So Castillo's not been having a great game. He's given up 2 runs already. I think both of them were by lackluster efforts by Julio Rodriguez, the pitch. He nearly swung at that one. That's going to be a 1-2 for Jorge Polanco. Again, the goal for this season is going to be 100 games. I am at 100. No, I'm at 2 so far. Magic number is 98. And now the pitch. And now here is a line drive, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Now you got runners on first and second with nobody out. And now you got Donovan Solano with an opportunity to get something going. I mean, if Victor Robles was up to the plate, I'd drop that bunt. Maybe with Solano, maybe drop that too. Nice on the barrel by Polanco. And now let's make it happen. And now the pitch to Solano. And that's going to be right in there for a strike. We're looking at 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be popped up into foul territory, but it's going to be fieldable. And he loses track of it. And that's going to be spared by the bad tracking. So no out on that one. It's going to be 0-2. Urshela tried to field it, but he couldn't. He lost track of the ball when it was in the air. And now we're looking at the 0-2 and the pitch. Outside for a ball. Now we're looking at 1-2 for Solano. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball, 2-2. Solano fighting the count. And now the count is even at 2-2. Garver and Polanco on bases right now. Garver at second. Polanco at first. It's an opportunity to really do some damage. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to be 1 out. And now you're in danger of hitting into a double play, which you really hope you don't, but it wouldn't surprise me if they do. Yep, he completely missed that one in embarrassing fashion. Now you got Dylan Moore up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be right in there for a strike. And now the pitch to Dylan Moore. Inside for a ball. Looking at 1-1 so far for Dylan Moore. And now the pitch. Now here is a liner, and that could drop in for a base hit. Could that score in the run, the throw to the plate? And it is in time. And Mitch Garver, you freaking idiot. You really think you could have outrun that when it's in the shallow center field? What were you thinking? Like, what was that? Like, why were you waving him in? That was a terrible job by the third base coach. He really did not read the speed. Like, did he forget that Mitch Garver doesn't have a running speed at all? Yeah, he missed the play. That's just embarrassing. Now there's JP Crawford. Yeah, there's nothing to review on that. I can tell you that. As we're looking at JP Crawford, looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. They had runners on first and second with nobody out. You know, there's the old saying, there was a 2 out, so what? And now it's no out, so what? And now we're looking at 1-1. And now the pitch up high for a ball. And that's going to be a 2-1 count. No out, so what? We're looking at 2 outs. Now the 2-1. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And JP Crawford's down to that last strike. So are the Mariners. Up on deck will be Victor Robles. If JP Crawford can at least get on base and just avoid the out in any shape or form. If the pitch is inside, I would really step into it. I know it sounds savage as we're looking at 2-2. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Strike 2 still. This is just absolutely pathetic. Pathetic performance by the Mariners so far. As we're looking at 2-2 on JP Crawford. And now the pitch. Still fighting it off. Strike 2, 2-2. I mean, I could use any kind of a hit. Can't believe that they tried to score home. Should have left the bases loaded. And now we're looking at 2-2. And now the pitch. And now here is a line drive, and that is going to be caught. Sliding catch by the center fielder. And that's going to retire the side as the Mariners had absolutely no outs. And they still came up with no runs. Oh, and Thanos Heisenberg. Did I sing? I did not. Do you want me to sing it? Do you want me to sing Nirvana? All right, I'll do it. Load up. What was it? Wait, why is it? Oh, I don't even know how to sing this. This karaoke is horrible. Load up on guns. Bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. A mulatto, an albino, a mosquito, my libido. And now we are back from the break because Luis Castillo just got pulled out of the game. Big surprise because he didn't even pitch that well. 83 pitches, 4 strikeouts, and gave up that 2-run home run. And now who do we have up on the plate? I think that's Edward Bizardo. And that is going to be a ground ball right to Solano, and that's going to be an easy out right there. It's Gregory Santos actually making his season debut. I'm going to sing one of my favorite songs for the next break because right now we are in the top of the 6th inning, 1 out so far. Now the 2-0 pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. The backhanded, the throw to first, way off, and that's going to get the runner to second base. Really mindless throw by J.P. Crawford. Throw to second, and he is out. He got the runner out. It was a great throw by Donovan Solano. That will make up for it. Now we got 2 outs. It was first a really terrible play by J.P. Crawford, and then he actually got him out. Especially with that wild throw. J.P. Crawford didn't really have much of an angle. He had to hastily throw it, but Donovan Solano with a nice arm to second base, and he got his hand off the base with that tag by Dylan Moore. I wonder if they are going to review this call, though. Nope, they're not going to review it. He is definitely out. And now that is 2 outs right now. Now we got Seth Brown up to the plate. He was hit by the pitch in the 4th, and that's going to be a foul ball to make it strike 2. I'm going to sing. The next song I'm going to sing is Tear for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. As we are looking at the 1-1 count so far and the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. We're looking at the 1-1 for Seth Brown. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be a 3-1 count for Seth Brown. Gregory Santos is behind on the count. Yep, it's 3-1 for sure. And now we are looking at the pitch. And ground ball foul, full count, 3-2. Gregory Santos only 8 pitches in. What I would do is I would probably keep Gregory Santos if he's pitching well, which he has been. He's gotten 2 quick outs. As we are looking at 3-2 for Seth Brown. And now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for ball 4. Take your base. Or no, I think it was a no pitch, it seems. But we're still looking at 3-2. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Yep, this is absolutely embarrassing. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Pitch by Santos. The hitter is going to be Urshela. He is 1 for 2. He's got a foul ball so far. 0-1 so far. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And if I were the fans, I would definitely get after it with really nice, thunderous cheers. Do I even hear it?
Miles per hour.
Not really. They're not really getting after it. As we are looking at 0-2 for Gio Urshela. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. That's going to be a 1-2 the count. This game definitely is going by fast. The game hasn't even hit, not even close to 2 hours. We're at 1 hour and 30. So more like 1 hour and 20, actually. And the 1-2. And now here is a liner to center field, but Julio was there to make the catch. And that's going to retire the side. Had a little bit of a scare, but the Mariners got out of that inning with a nice throw by Donovan Solano. And now it is still a 2-0 game. And now, excuse me, while I sing my other favorite song, my actual favorite song, Everybody Wants to Rule the World karaoke version. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own desire. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light will find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. We do all right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad they had to fake it. Everybody wants to rule the world. And now we are back from the break. And now the pitch. And Victor Robles drops the bunt, and it is foul. It was a good idea by Victor Robles to get something going, but now that the A's know that he is bunting, and also give me a rating on that, I don't know, my performance of singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And now it's going to be 0-1 count on Victor Robles. I'm at 54 total views for this show. 54% doing the fan base a favor. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. And that's going to be still a ball. And now here's a ground ball right to the third baseman. Throw to first in time to get him out. And I just started the poll. And thank you, Freeze, for a donation. Thank you for the tip for singing. Give me some other songs to sing during commercial break. Otherwise, I'm just going to finish that Tears for Fears. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. You really think my singing voice is that good? Maybe I should start singing songs. And now here's Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. And now the pitch. And he foul tips it. That's going to be strike 1. The awkward moment where someone tipped me before the Mariners score a freaking run. How pathetic. As we are looking at an 0-1 count, and now the pitch. Inside, that nearly got him. At this point, I think Julio should have just took one for the team. As we are looking at the 0-1. And now here is the 1-1. And that is right in there for a strike. That was literally your pitch right there, Julio. As we're looking at a 1-2 count for Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 5 in this series, as if that Kevin Seitzer just it wasn't even enough for him. The 1-2. And that is outside for a 2-2 count. But yeah, give me another. Actually, I'm just going to finish the Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. As we're looking at 2-2. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. It's like there's activity in the bullpen for the A's. And now here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Julio Rodriguez. And now we got 2 outs. And now Cal Raleigh, I think he took it for a strike. I can't even tell what it was. 78 pitches for this starter. He's been pitching very efficient. 79 pitches so far. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 1. And now we're looking at 1-1. And that's going to be inside for a ball. So we are looking at 2-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball again. And Eugenio Suarez hits another home run. He's hit 2 home runs today. Only the Mariners kept him, right?
All right, guys. Goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it. Thank
Why did they get rid of him? Just to get Jason freaking Vargas and Sebi Savala? Who knew that trade was going to be an absolute disaster for the Mariners? No one saw that coming. Oh, wait, I did. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and another strikeout for the Mariners. 8 strikeouts for Springs. I think that strategy is still aging well. Going to do it throughout the season. And now back to singing. I can't stand this indecision, married with a lack of vision. Everybody wants to rule the say that you'll never, 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 never need it. One headline, why believe it? Everybody wants to rule the world. All for freedom and for pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. Well, that's the song. I finished it. Tears for Fears. Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah, they didn't replace him at all, didn't they? All-American Wrestling Show, Let's Go M's, but they suck right now. And Edward Bizzardo is going to be taking over. I guess what Dan Wilson is doing is no different than Scott Service, just yanking pitchers. I don't agree with it. Keep him in for one more inning. I wonder who's pitching tomorrow.
They say power comes from the front of the plate. Right there. Fastball up and in. He was able to turn on. Here's Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. I just added the A's pitcher for tomorrow because I'm guaranteed 10 strikeouts because these Mariners are bums. The 2-0. That is inside for a ball, 3-0. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? After this, I'll be singing the 7th inning stretch. It's going to be 3-0. Why is Bizzardo pitching so much? And that's going to be a strike. Max Muncy was one of the top prospects for the A's. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. Epic Content says, how is Bizzardo not a Japanese baseball player right now? I agree with you. It makes no sense to even have him on this team. It really doesn't. I don't know how he made this team. The 3-2. And that's going to be a foul ball. And now the 3-2. And here it is. And that's going to be popped up to right field. Victor Robles is there. And he makes the catch. That's going to be 1 out. And that's going to be low for a ball. After this, I'll be singing the Louie Louie as well. The pitch. Ground ball right there. And it gets right through Solano for a base hit. And that's going to be Wilson. Jacob Wilson with a single. No, it's a completely different Max Muncy, but nothing wrong with asking it. Not a dumb question. Not everyone knows. Can't blame you for it. Not everyone knows everything. There's things that I don't know everything on, so nothing to blame on that. What do you want me to do? Dive? Yeah, pretty much. Like Roger Dorn. And it's Lawrence Butler up to the plate. Looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. Inside for a ball. It's been a really boring game so far. To say that it has been boring is an absolute understatement. And that's going to be up high for a ball, 3-0. And Bizzardo is just pitching absolutely atrocious. The 4-pitch walk. And now we got runners on first and second, and I still have no idea why they're pitching Edward Bizzardo.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Woodward that for a conversation. A couple of trips out there to check in on Bizzardo. This is 50% gone over.
Now Pete Woodworth is out on the mound. Genuinely, how does someone of his skill end up on higher leverage role? I know. It makes absolutely no sense. You have Spire, you have Saucedo. What are you doing, Dan Wilson? Yeah, Brett Rooker, dangerous hitter. Let's see what happens. And now the pitch. And that is in there for a strike, but barely. 2 outs. The Mariners offense, they've been run out of payroll to cut offense, and now they've cut their bullpen. Absolutely. You are correct. Edward Bizzardo is just not good. 14 pitches for Bizzardo, and now the pitch. It's like you were better off keeping Gregory Santos. Like, it's one thing to just rotate pitchers, but what about just consistency? Like, actually good pitchers. Bizzardo is a low leverage guy. And now the 1-1. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. So now it's a 1-2 count. One and two thus far. Brent Rooker had a career year. Now he's looking to add to it for 2025. The pitch. Low for a ball. You got to get him out of there. Like, why is Brent Rooker even pitching? Really shouldn't be on this team. I have no idea how he ended up on the team. Does he get some special treatment or something? Kevin Kirby, how you doing? So 2 mistakes tonight. Sending Garver and not bunting Solano would be tied. Yup. And the pitch. And foul ball, strike 2. It looks like this is going to be the last batter for Bizzardo, as it should be. He shouldn't even be on the team anymore. He's just not good. And a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And now you got 2 outs. And that last pitch was a 92-mile-an-hour pitch. And now you got Lawrence Butler on base, Jacob Wilson. And now up to the plate, it's going to be J.J. Bleday. Yep, the wave is happening, unfortunately. And looks like Dan Wilson has seen enough. And they're going to pull him out. You're going to bring in the next pitcher. Don't know who exactly it is, but we'll see who it is. I think the wave is just stupid in general. I never really liked the wave to begin with.
Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's closest sports book.
Where are all the animals, Dad? No, kiddo. Just another day.
Still 6 viewers in so far. Looking to come back on Sunday. I am set to, at least. Just like Sweet Caroline or Louie Louie. Yeah, I'm singing Louie Louie. The wave is an act of terrorism. That's funny. I don't know about a comeback like last night. Like, look at the offense so far. Victor Robles 0 for 3. Julio Rodriguez 0 for 3. Cal Raleigh 0 for 2. Randy Arozarena 0 for 2. Mitch Garver 1 for 2. Jorge Polanco 1 for 2. So they're the only good ones. Donovan Solano 0 for 2. Dylan Moore 1 for 2. And JP Crawford 0 for 2. So most of the hitters have been absolutely atrocious. I wonder who is on the mound right now. I wonder if it's Colin Snyder. Taylor Saucedo, the southpaw, is now up on the mound. Saucedo last season had a 3.49 ERA. It was considered a down season compared to last season, though. I was not terribly impressed by him last season compared to 2023. Now the pitch. But numbers-wise, he did improve. He was on the Blue Jays for 2021 and 2022. And now Blade looking at, he's 0 for 2 right now. The pitch, ground ball foul. Got 2 outs. See if we can get him out. It's still early. I give it a month. Like Jay Trident, Alex Bregman is 1 for 10 so far. Oof. It's either a no-doubt homer or a lockdown inning. True. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. That's a ball. And that's going to be 2-1 the count. First and second so far. And now the pitch. That's going to be a strike. That's more like a makeup call, and that's going to be 2-2. And now we're looking at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-2. The umpire has lost the plot. No wonder people want the ABS system. At first, people thought it was going to be like an automatic robot, but no, ABS means you can review the call. And we're looking at 3-2. And now the pitch. And now here's a liner, and that should be playable throw. No, he loses the ball and looks like a runner is going to score. And now it's going to be 3-0 A's. Jorge Polanco just lost his hands, tried to field it. It was not a really good ideal play. And now the A's are up 3-0. Here's what it was. It was a really bad dribbler. Jorge Polanco just couldn't get his glove on it. And that led to a scoring run by Jacob Wilson to make it 3-0. Ugh, don't kill the messenger on that one. It was badly fielded by Jorge Polanco. You know, Suarez, he feels that in his sleep. And Seager. Even David Bell gets that. We're looking at the next hitter. And now the pitch. And now that is low for a ball. It really is the most unserious team. Like, they could be the best team in baseball when they want to be. But they're not. Because his ownership's garbage. Jerry Dipoto's a narcissist. Justin Hollander's a freaking tool. As we're looking at a 2-1 count on Shea Langoliers. 0 for 5 in the series, but anything is due at this point. Runners on the corner, the 1-1. And now here's a line drive, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to score in the run. Randy Arozarena fields. It looks like there's going to be one more runner. And is that going to be 5-0? No, they're going to keep the runner at third base. And now it's 4-0 on an RBI single by Shea Langoliers. And this game is pretty much just broken open. Mariners haven't even scored a run. But yeah, Shea Langoliers with a nice gapper. That's exactly what he needed. That would easily score in the run. And now it's 4-0. This is frustrating. To say it's frustrating is an absolute understatement. It all started with Bizzardo and Taylor Saucedo pitching. Like, these were the two worst. And now here's a liner, and I think that's a fair ball into the corner, and that's going to score in the run to make it 5-0. If it is, it will. And it's going to be a ground rule double to make it 5-0. This is an absolute embarrassment. I know, Kevin, I know, but watching this is very concerning. Yeah, that was fair. Fair by a mile. Not a mile, but very close. In case anyone didn't notice, we actually don't have a bullpen. This was ignored because they're banking on the health of Matt Brash and Gregory Santos, which you really can't do. They had several opportunities in the market. Like, I don't want to hear the words of there was just nobody available, but the other team seemed to figure it out. No upgrades. Like, even last night's game, I was very concerned. As we're looking at 2 outs. Yeah, if multiple starters go down, as if Kirby's already gone down, we are in a huge mess of trouble. White Sox level, huh? You're not wrong. Like, it's really good. It's really not that crazy to think about. The starting rotation has literally carried this team. Like, putting in Bizzardo made absolutely no sense. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. Like, I'm very concerned. I mean, I don't want to hear the 1 game thing, because remember, the Mariners missed the playoffs by 1 game. And this kind of sequence was very preventable. And the 2-1. Outside for a ball, and Saucedo is really losing control. Like, what about Colin Snyder? Why didn't you pitch him? Like, let's look at the roster for the Mariners on who you could have done for your bullpen. Oh, yeah, to say it's frustrating is an understatement. The pitch, ground ball, foul, 3-2. Other choices you had. You still could have kept Gregory Santos for 1 more inning because Bizzardo really did screw it up. Taylor Saucedo, he's not good. What about Colin Snyder? What about Gabe Spire? What about give Carlos Vargas a shot? And the pitch. And ball 4, take your base. And the bases are loaded.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Boos understandably being heard. And this is on Dan Wilson for his ineptitude of bullpen decisions. But, of course, the offense has just been just as atrocious as well. This is a team effort. As we're looking at the pitch to Gio Urshela. And that is a strike. 90-mile-an-hour pitch. This is the same LinkedIn Park song as last season. Reminds me of Tommy LaStella's situation because it's another guy they refuse to let go of. And now the pitch. Inside for a ball. It was 8 pitches. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. And now here is a fly ball. And that is going to be trouble. And diving catch is Victor Robles. He makes the catch to retire the side. What an effort by Victor Robles. He really had to make up a lot of ground. And we are going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Great catch by Victor Robles. It was a nice diving catch. Absolutely needed that. Maybe, and I'm delusionally speaking, maybe that could be the turning point of this game. But until then, it's time to get up on your feet and sing the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. it would be a shame because Mariners are down 5-0. It sucks. 4, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out at the old ball game. And now here's Louie. Louie. Oh no. So we gotta go. Yeah. Louie. Oh, baby. So we gotta go. A fine little girl. She's waiting for me. Gotcha! Ship across the sea. Well, all alone. We never think like home. Louie. Oh, yeah, no. And now we are back from the break. I still wouldn't apologize to Scott Service. Scott Service was still really bad. Still made bad decisions. It's just that Dan Wilson, I have no idea what he's doing. What happened to the Dan Wilson from last season? Who wins the championship first? Seahawks? I still say the Sonics come back before any of this. There's Randy Arozarena outside for a ball. This is just absolutely embarrassing. Who wins the... I don't know. And now the pitch to Arozarena outside for... Oh, it's a strike. Umpire's not letting him have that one. Justin Sterner. Last season, he was a 2.25 ERA guy. And now the pitch. Up high for a ball. Now the 2-1. And that's going to be in there for... Not in there for a ball. It's going to be 3-1. Rosarena's got a lot of work to do. Mariners got work to do to make some kind of a miracle comeback. I don't see it happening. The pitch. And that is outside for ball 4. Now you got a man on base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And now the pitch to Mitch Garver. Outside for a ball. Got a 1-0 so far from Mitch Garver. He has a hit so far, and the pitch low for a ball, 2-0 for Mitch. They're down to their final 9 outs. And now the pitch. That is a strike. Huh. How does Goldsmith do this, man? I would have quit after 1 game, so you would have quit after yesterday? Now we're looking at 2-1. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-1. Good eye by Mitch Garver, but he did check swing that one. Now we're looking at 3-1. He's ahead of the count. I don't know. Mariners are running out of time, but they do have the top of the lineup coming up soon. The 3-1. You knew that you weren't going to get a ball out of that, Mitch Garver. And that was a pretty good pitch to hit. But you didn't do it. And now we're looking at full count, 3-2. As we're looking at 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. And now the pitch. Outside for ball 4. Now you got runners on first and second with nobody out. What can absolutely go wrong?
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And now we've got Jorge Polanco. Got some talking going on. This is gift wrap, 2 leadoff walks, but Mariners are still running out of time. Double play scenario wouldn't surprise me. Looks like they may go for the lefty matchup. But that means Polanco's going to switch his bat anyway, as he does seem to be the better player when he's on the left-handed side. Yeah, give us a game. I agree with you, Freeze. And the pitch. And that is a strike. And Freeze, have you checked out any of my content on the membership, where it's $5 a month if anyone would like to join? Also, I have a Patreon too, also $5 a month. And now the 0-1. And that is a foul ball. It looked promising. Had a pretty good exit barrel on that one. Now we got an 0-2. Jorge Polanco's already behind on the count. As we are looking at 0-2, the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Thanks, Breeze. And give me some feedback if you have it while you're at it. 0-2 so far for Jorge Polanco. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And Langolier should be there. Nope, it's going to be out of play. Jorge Polanco's fighting this off. Next on deck after Jorge Polanco, it'll be Donovan Solano and Dylan Moore. Pretty underwhelming players. I think this is where you might want to bring in Luke Raley, as we're looking at the 0-2. Now here is Polanco and the pitch. Low for a ball. It gets away, but no one's going to run because he got no speed, really, with the exception of Rosarena. But he doesn't really hustle that much. Now we're looking at 1-2 and the pitch. Low for a ball again. That's going to be a 2-2 count. Looking at 2-2 and the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. Now it's going to be a full count, 3-2. Oh boy. This is going to be very, very close. Donovan Solano's up on deck, but I think it should be Luke Raley should be pinch hitting on this one. 3-2. Now here's a ground ball, possibly double play ball. Throw to second, and that's all they're going to get. And that's on Mitch Garver. And now you got runners on first and third, so it's basically a glorified sacrifice bunt. Not by much. And now you've got Donovan Solano, which I don't trust. If you're already like 0 for 2 or 0 for 3, I would bring in Luke Raley. Nope, it's going to be Donovan Solano. He's not going to really amount to anything. And now the pitch to Solano. And a swing and a miss. And he's already 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Like, I don't understand why you're not playing Luke Raley. Just makes no sense. I know, already Dan Wilson's getting the criticisms. Maybe he may not even last this season at all. So much for nostalgia hiring. It was totally a John Stanton hire. as we're looking at 0-1. And Josh is back, the Astro Boy. And now the pitch. And now that's a foul ball. Looks like the Angels are still really bad. I think after this game, I'm just going to check out. Angels didn't even play. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Makes no sense to put in Donovan Solano. Like, why didn't you put in Luke Raley? Like, say Solano is just not good. And this could be the season where Solano is an absolute disappointment. And now you bring in Luke Raley to take over for Dan Wilson. Let me do this. It looks like Mark Kotze has seen enough. Looks like he's going to go with the matchup to put the lefty on the lefty. Really rolling the dice. Yeah, I thought the same thing too. Like, why didn't you just put in Raley for Solano? Like, these are bad decisions by Dan Wilson. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to strike out much. I guess that Seattle toxic environment will just do it all. Still checking my temperature. Oh, now it's normal. I refuse to believe that. This thing is inaccurate as Now it says I'm at a 97.7, so I better be feeling better by tomorrow because I still have a busy day tomorrow. Yesterday was the peak of busy. Wilson's service. Blame them all you want. You can't make a chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's so funny. And I appreciate this really high level of engagement. That's what it's all about. And I'm 2 of 2 so far, but it's going to be 2 of 3 by tomorrow. Yeah, no thank you. I don't need FUBO. It's going to be 5-0. Yeah, Randy Rosarena hit that home run, but there's nothing to dwell anymore. Mariners suck today. Better luck tomorrow. I don't know. Nah, if only season numbers continued after then. Altuve would have been like a 429 average. The pitch. And that is a strike. I don't think it's the manager. It's the Mariners offense. Hasn't been good since the 15-game winning streak. It was a 14-game winning streak, actually. So maybe it's the curse of that. Now the pitch to Luke Raley. Huge swing and a miss. That's going to be a strike 1. It's going to be McFarland on the bullpen. TJ McFarland. He's a 3.81 ERA, 39 strikeouts, and 22 walks. Pretty much your standard bullpen pitcher. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And actually, no, that's strike 3. On 3 straight pitches, he strikes out. And that's going to retire the side where you left 2 men on base. This is just absolutely embarrassing. And I thought Dan Wilson was going to be a lightning in a bottle kind of hire. A manager can lose you the game, but you need a good team as well, which the Mariners really don't have. Their offense is absolutely garbage. Stay in the game. Visit bmfh.org Astros have lost this game. They lost to the Mets. Orioles got pounded by the Blue Jays today. Are going to be bad and have a bad offense this year. Just saying. You think so, huh? Anyone got song suggestions for the karaoke? After this, I might just crash to sleep. I don't really have any highlights to put out, which is sad. Matt Brash from 2023 with a 3.06 ERA in 78 games. He pitched way too much last year, or that 2023 season. Would like to see Matt Brash back. I would expect a huge standing ovation. No, you're saying how people are freaking out, but Mariners have had bad losses like this. Yeah, but it was still preventable. As we are looking at the 0-2 count, Matt Brash had one spring training appearance, had no idea. Now here's a fly ball drilled to left field. Forget about that one. Now it's a 6-0 game by Max Muncy, and now it's the A's are just really running away with this game to make it 6-0, and this game just seems to be over. Yep. Oh, now they want to keep a reliever in. Yeah, let's pull Gregory Santos out of after 8 pitches, and let's keep Taylor Saucedo after giving up runs, getting diced on. Great idea, Dan Wilson. And here is the compliments for you. As we got a ground out by J.P. Crawford, and that was Max Muncy's first major league hit with a home run. Even the A's might have a better offense than the Mariners. Potential-wise, they do. Kevin Kirby trying to keep it in check for everyone, I guess. I don't blame you for it. You got to keep the positivity, right? But Mariners don't really do a good job giving us a reason to be positive. And that's going to be outside for a ball. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to this game if the Mariners miss the playoffs by 1 game. Maybe I'll go back to this game. But it is an off game. The pitch. Hey, Michael, how about coming out of the retirement for baseball? The Mariners could use you. Who, Michael? Michael who? It's hard to be positive when it's literally just the same issues as last year, if not worse. And now the 1-1. And that is a strike. 6-0. Lawrence Butler up to the plate. He contributed to the first runs of the A's. Michael Jordan. Yeah. No. The pitch. Issue is, it's not 1 game. It's 2 full seasons of one of the league's worst offenses. MJ playing baseball when he played in Double-A. 2-2. And that is popped up. Should be playable going to Julio Rodriguez. And he makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 outs. 14 viewers so far. Love the engagement. But to help this channel and to help me get to that 100 game goal, donate to this channel. We're at $5 out of 50. So $45 to go to reach the goal. Oh, now you pull out Taylor Saucedo. enjoying a cookie from airline food. The Mariners would love that. That might make the Mariners a little bit more. Nope. They'll still be cheap. But I don't think salary cap's necessary, in my opinion. If your team's not spending money, too bad. I don't think the weekend would be a reason why the Mariners would win, though. Yeah, Castillo was like, I don't know. He had 4 strikeouts, but he was pathetic. I don't know. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And this is Carlos Vargas. I believe this is his Mariners debut. Only 5 games in with a 5.79 ERA. And now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball, and that gets right through for a base hit. Yeah, Root Sports with all that edit. Yeah, they liars. So we're looking at 6-0 so far. Now the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. Teresa K, Mariners. Oh, no! We suck again! And now the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Pitcher hasn't been in the big league since 2023. God help us. Yep. Getting rid of Teo and Gino were terrible moves. And now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Heading for third. And the throw to third by Robles is not in time. Bounces off of Jorge Polanco. Now you got runners on first and third. Yep. Eugenio Suarez hit 2 home runs, and he's on my fantasy baseball team.
All right, guys. Good vibes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it. Thank
Good vibes only. Yep, he has 3 home runs already. Oh, no pitch. And the worst part of this was his A's debut for Jeffrey Springs, and he just dominated Seattle. And the 0-1. And that is a ball, 1-1. Just start every pitcher against the Mariners. And you'll win no problem. 1 for 3 is Shea Langoliers. And now the pitch. And that's a 3-0 count. And yes, command is really terrible. Like, this is not a good game. Like, this is absolutely pathetic. And now the 3-0 and the pitch. And that is a strike. 3-1. Yeah, but still. And I added the pitcher for fantasy baseball for the A's tomorrow. So that should be a guaranteed 5 strikeouts right there. As we're getting 3-1, the pitch. Now here's a ground ball. Could be, nope, just going to be forced to second. And that's going to retire the side. And we go to, they need a charge. It's going to be the bottom of the 8th inning. You got J.P. Crawford, Victor Robles, and Julio Rodriguez. Any song requests? Otherwise, I'm going to pick one myself. If I can even think of a song. I'll just sing Tonight Is the Night. Or, no. And I'll do it for the next inning because I've already burned time. I'll do Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. I think. Do I even have any other songs? I mean, if you give me some suggestions, I'll take them. Guess it's gonna be Rick Astley. I guess I will just start singing songs I like. You're right, Hyung. Also, how do you feel about the Korean soccer team? They're an absolute pathetic. How do you tie to Oman and Jordan? That's why Hong Myung-bo should be fired. Get his ass out of here. And we are back from the break. It is pathetic 6-0. And now Root Sports has lost its feed for like a few seconds. I mean, when the Mariners play like garbage, this is what you get. So you don't watch soccer. Ouch. Julio, Monday through Wednesday. The bobblehead with the flipping bat. Now here's J.P. Crawford and the pitch. Outside for a ball. How about Johnny Cash hurt to match this game? Mitch Spence is now the pitcher. Preparing to bleach for my eyes. What? Pitch to JP, swing and a miss, and that is strike one. Horrible swing. Yeah, you're right, Kevin Kirby. And now the 1-1. And ground ball foul. It's going to be a 1-2. Hope I can get 100 games by the end of the season. It's possible. Everything just has to go completely right for me, as we are looking at a 1-2 for J.P. Crawford. And now the 1-2. Up high for a ball, 2-2. I have 14 to 16 people in the audience. While Northwest Sports Fanatics has 14. Now here's a ground ball right to third base, throw to first, and that is going to be in time. Barely just got him out. Goldsmith is throwing shade 2 days and at the offense. Yeah, even Dan Wilson and Kevin Seitzer came and fixed this team. So we're looking at Victor Robles, the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Yeah, I'm kind of a competitive guy. I want to be better than him. I just do. Mariners win division. A's, horrible. Got lucky. Houston, much. Angels don't have pitching. I don't know. Now the 0-1. Here's a ground ball right to third base. Easy play to throw to first. In time. Uninspiring baseball the Mariners are playing. I'm ending the poll right now. And for it, you guys, 22% of you think my singing is bad, while 33% thinks I'm a 7 of 9. And a swing and a miss by Julio. He has 3 strikeouts today. That's the strategy I'm going to run. Just use every pitcher against the Mariners. I'm going to do that throughout the entire season. I'm going to kick butt. And now we're looking at the 0-1 for Julio. He has yet to record a hit. He is 0 for 6. He usually waits till the end of the season to actually catch fire. As we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike 2. You would think that this is going to be it for Julio Rodriguez. Might as well get ready to sing Rick Astley. Never going to give you up. Yeah, you know. And now we're looking at 1-2. And now the pitch. Now here's a liner, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. And Julio Rodriguez gets on the board with a single. He finally gets the hit. And that is his first hit of the season. Northwest Sports Fanatics never wants to collaborate. I did it once. I guess we're just not meant to do a collab together, unfortunately. But he's all about, he just wants to grind for his own channel, for his own growth. So I can't really blame him at all. We never really clicked. The only one I really click with is Jay Trident Podcast. And the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. You don't like him either? Oof. Well, I'm glad that you're on here, Kevin. Like, what did he even say to you? As we're looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-0. He is ahead of the count at least. 0 for 5 in this series is Cal Raleigh. He has yet to record a hit. All he's gotten is a walk. It's crazy to think that I was still working throughout the day, despite the fact that I'm sick. So we're looking at 2-0. And now the pitch. As he swung, and that's going to be a foul ball, 2-1. As we're looking at 2-1. And the pitch. Foul ball. Oh, Fritz, what happened? Not going to lie. One of his mods or him banned me in the chat last season for criticizing the offense. Yeah, that's what my YouTube channel is about. It's about letting anyone say whatever the heck they want. Even if they do think that Scott Service was a great manager, they can say that too. I won't block him. Looking at 2-2 for Cal Raleigh, the big dumper. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Time for me to sing some Rick Astley. I think it's pretty ironic that I'm singing this song because Mariners have let us down. Whoa. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full of commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it inside. We both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't tell me what you blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. You should go for that American Idol. What? And here's a fly ball to left field. And that's going to be caught by Randy Arozarena, and he makes the catch. Great catch by Randy Arozarena, but it's 6-0, so there's not really much to celebrate. Give the Marine Layer the Cy Young. Ah, you guys are so funny. It was a nice catch by Arozarena, that's for sure. He was probably being a butthole or something. I don't know. And now the pitch by Vargas. And that is up high for a ball. Bryce Miller will be the pitcher for tomorrow. And the pitch. Foul ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. That is low for a ball. And the 2-1 pitch. That is popped up, should be playable. Who's going to catch that? And J.P. Crawford makes the catch to make it 2 outs. Jose Altuve is closing in on Edgar Martinez's hit total. Here's my reaction to that. Luis Urias, the former Mariner. Does he look like he's in any better shape? Not really sure. I can't really tell. And the pitch. And that is a strike. Batting for Urshela. And now here's a fly ball to left field. Forget about that one. Another home run to make it 7-0. And that's Luis Urias, the former Mariner, immediately hits a home run on the first pitch on his season debut for the A's to make it 7-0. And this is just absolutely embarrassing. Wow. Yeah, he did hit that bomb. That was just absolutely just blasted. And now the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Vargas. Throw to first. In time. Had some pretty swifty fielding on that one. But that's going to retire the side. 7-0. That this game is pretty much done. This is embarrassing. and 84 total views. Trying to get to 100. And if anyone can donate at $5 so far out of 50, let's throw it in there. Oh, Fariz does it again for $2. Thank you very much, Fariz. You've been a very loyal member already. So that's going to be a total of $7 so far. You just got to keep grinding and grinding and grinding. That's what it's all about. And now we are back from the break. I let this one go. I mean, they've been off for 6 months. It's not easy being on the job off for that long, and can't really say much. Now here is Randy Arozarena, and that is in there for a strike. We've reached the stage where they aggressively show the food. Yeah, that's how embarrassing it really is. Go get some real food in Chinatown. Yeah, I mean, Mariners offense makes a great point too. The pitch to Arozarena, and that is a foul ball. That's an 0-2 count. Batters that are up are going to be Randy Arozarena, Mitch Garver, and Jorge Polanco. At least get a run. Now here's the 0-2. Low for a ball, 1-2. And now we're looking at the 1-2. And here is the pitch. Ground ball, foul again. As we're looking at 1-2 and the pitch. Low for a ball. Mr. William Cook, thank you for making it pretty much at the end of the game. Since one of our offense has been good this season. Yeah. Like 2 lucky home runs is all I can say. And the 2-2. Oh, swing and a miss and throw to first in time, a strikeout. Now you got 1 out, 2 outs to go. Circling Seattle Sports. No, that's not it. Vince, well, I can't say it, but he says Robles, Julio, Crawford, and Cal are for a combined 1 for 25 so far. Why does this happen every year? Approaches have been bad 2 games, long season, but we have seen this story before. Yeah, Randy Arozarena doesn't even try at all. Here's Mitch Garver, and that's going to be inside for a ball. Got 2 outs to go until this game is over, and I can just sleep and hibernate. Now the 1-0, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're looking at 1-1, and the pitch. Inside for a ball. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Cole Young's in AAA. I had no idea. So it looks like he could be debuting real soon. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and that is caught by the left fielder, and that is going to be it. This could be it. This is it. Harry Ford's in AAA too. Now there are reasons to go to a AAA game. Wow. Now we got a pinch hitter. That's Miles Masterboni. In the lineup for the Rainiers, you had Leo Rivas, Cole Young, Harry Ford, Dominic Canzone, Ben Williamson, Austin Shenton, Tyler Locklear, Spencer Packard, Samad Taylor, and Logan Evans. So it looks like AAA baseball is at least something to watch. Now we're looking at Masterboni, the pitch. And that is a strike.
Been a bench player in the majors the last 3 years. With Chicago. Great defensive versatility.
Defensive versatility means I'm hitting the pitch. And that gets away, and that's going to be 1-1 for Miles Masterboni. Don't really expect much from him either. Mariners making these cheap-ass moves, and they keep wondering why they suck offensively because they don't have the personnel for it. And the 1-1 pitch, and that is low for a ball, 2-1. Yeah, I would, but the thing is, can Cole Young and Ben Williamson actually contribute to amount to anything? I don't know. As we're looking at 2-1 to Masterboni and the pitch. Here's a ground ball, comebacker, and that should be thrown to first. And not in time, and Miles Masterboni gets on base on his first at-bat, gets a base hit. And now next up to the plate is going to be Donovan Solano. Probably not going to do anything at all. It's a nice, scary comebacker. It was a barehanded effort by the shortstop. That was Wilson. He did make it in time. I mean, Kevin Kirby, you'd be surprised, right? Here's Donovan Solano, the pitch. Now here's a ground ball, and that's going to do it. The throw to first. And wide throw. And they still call him out because he was out of the base path. Wants to argue the call. And he's really in shock. I wonder if they're going to challenge him. I mean, might as well. Like, what do you got to lose? You can't challenge it, they say. So this ball game is over. Yeah, he was unfortunately out of the base path. Missed the tag, too. But he was out of the base path, so that is going to do it. I wonder if there is going to be a review on this. That is the ball game. They are not going to review it. So the A's have won their first game of the season. Puts both teams at 1-1, and it was an absolute embarrassment. The contest that contests the game, that should be reviewable. I don't know about that. So that's going to be it. And for anyone that would actually like to, you know what? I'll do it. For anyone that would like to jump on the show really quick before I go. But other than that, I'm kind of sick, so I kind of want to go. But if you guys want to jump in and just vent and tell me how much this team sucks, more power to you. So I'll give it about 5 minutes. So I'm pretty much, yeah, this game's unfortunately over. Did not go the way it should have been. Third base coach killed their momentum. Yeah, that Mitch Garver, it was brainless. That was a really terrible call to put in Mitch Garver, like to run in Mitch Garver. It's a terrible idea. Unfortunately, this ball game is over. Like, it was over. Like, the moment that 2-run home run happened by Brent Rooker, you figure that this game was over. So by the time it gets to 9:24, if no one else wants to call in or at least keep the chat going, I'm going to call it a night. Because look at me. I feel like absolute garbage. Steph, don't want to see you on here tomorrow praising the Mariners. Who's Steph? You mean Steven? Steven's going to be there on Sunday, though. I think that's enough for the Mariners baseball for the night. I'm out. Have a good one. And thank you, Freeze, for not only being the member, but also donating $7. It was 7 out of 50, so not as good as yesterday, but still progress, like still grinding along, as long as I'm still doing what I'm doing. And the most important thing, and it's not even the money, you are aware you have Dipoto in your chat. Do I? Who's Dipoto? I don't see him. And if he wants to be upset of what I said, go ahead. Well, who's Jerry? I didn't see the chat. Jerry Dipoto was in my game? Was it Mariners offense? No. Was it Freeze? No. Was it Kevin Kirby? I don't know. I think you guys are just playing tricksters with me. And also, just so you know, I'm not going to be here for tomorrow. I won't be at the game, or I won't be covering the game. So I'll just listen to it on the radio, but I'll be back on Sunday. And pretty good engagement. 12 viewers and lots of chats going on, so I do like that. Oh, you think Kevin Kirby is a Dipoto, huh? Yeah, this is embarrassing. Yeah, Kevin, I don't get why they're saying Kevin is a Jerry Dipoto. I think this is just an absolute joke. Come on, man. Got 2 minutes left, and after that, I'm just going to take off. Cut about maybe... I'm just going to cut a couple videos. Maybe like 3 at most. And after that, I'm going to take off. It was a long day for me. I worked a lot, with the exception of a nice 3-hour nap. TC says this team is ass. That is all. You're not wrong. Yep. Somehow the Geno trade continues to get worse for the Mariners. Yep. That is absolutely true. About less than 1 minute until I am out of here. See what time it is. And actually it is 9:24, so I'm going to take off. And everyone else, thank you for being here. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification, and also donate to this channel to help grow this channel and help me get to 100 games for the season. And Kevin Kirby says, you guys get bent out of shape when the Mariners, they suck, but praise them when they win. I mean, I'm consistently very critical of the team. You guys are bandwagoners except for Rooftop. Damn. Oh boy. Looks like I got some controversy going on between the fans. But let's try to get along. But I guess blow up the comments, I guess. Oh, come on. We just need this. We just need this.
All right, guys. Goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it. Thank
Yep. So that's going to do it. Thank you very much for being on this show. And everyone, have a good day. Good night. Stay healthy, too, because everyone's getting sick, including me. And painfully saying, go Mariners.